Blessed good evening to one and all, and to one and all a blessed good evening. Here again in Speightstown, St. Peter, which is to the north of the island. Once again, this is the bridge here between the old salt pond. Then back at the Salt gas station here again. This is the Chefette restaurant. So this is the Kia and our husband's highway. Salt gas station here again. KFC that was open a few months ago, sometime late last year. This new Kentucky was open. So there's one here and there's one at the front, at the back. So this is Chefette restaurant here. Really, I will take you back on the west coast and back to Speightstown. Straight ahead, will take you back to the parish of St. James, the Pole Town, Mount Stanfast, Lower Carrollton, Westmoreland, Paynes Bay, Fitz Village, and back to Black Rock. This is Chefette restaurant here again. Chefette Speightstown. Restaurant, which has a mega playground. Most Chefette restaurants have their own playground. All Chefette restaurants have playgrounds, or most of them, except for the ones in town. Walking back to the Methodist Training Institute and the old Speightstown Boys School. So this will be back to the back of the bridge too at Chefette as well. For Methodist Training Institute. See the barefoot trees here? The barefoot tree here. Speightstown Methodist Church behind here. Garden alley that will lead you back to the back of the side of the Costa Manning store. The Methodist Training Institute, where the old Speightstown Boys School was. So this is Speightstown Methodist Church here, which dates back to 1859. This is the new Kentucky restaurant over here as well. So this is Speightstown Methodist Church. This will also take you back to the K and our husband's highway. Speightstown Methodist Church, dating back to 1859. This is Chapel Street here. All the back of Speightstown. So this is Speightstown Methodist Church here. The church. here in the north of the island. And this is Kentucky restaurant here. They are doing something inside, so I don't want to disturb them. Otherwise, I would have paid a visit to this historic church. Kentucky in Speightstown, the original one for Speightstown. Down in the back here. So this is Speightstown Methodist Church. Once again. So all the back. Speightstown. Speightstown is a quaint little town. This is the second largest town in Barbados after Bridgetown. And it is also referred to as the capital of St. Peter. The capital, I mean, it was a ghost town too, by the way. This was a ghost town. Speightstown was a ghost town. It still is a little bit. Not like before. You can see that more and more. Yeah. You can see that more and more life just coming back into Speightstown again. So this is Queen Street now, in Speightstown. And then let me go through. Let me go back to all the old Speightstown path. This is the Speightstown Town Centre here. And the Cherry Beach restaurant here. This is the Archers Hall Design Centre. Said Archers Hall Design Centre was gutted by fire on the 3rd of September 2020 and officially reopened on the 24th of August 2022 with the Prime Minister, Honourable Mayor Amar Martley, Queen's Council and Member of Parliament. Again, I think I might go to Cherry Beach first. I will start back in the town centre when I'm coming back. Cherry Beach restaurant here. Cherry Beach. A new establishment to the Speightstown area. So this is Church Street, Queen Street, sorry. I think I better do it now. The town center. You can see nature discount here. Packaging for less. You know that this is Sunday, so businesses wouldn't be open, but I can still take you around this town center. Beat clothing store is here. Beat has been around for years. Not at this location though, but this is the bargain box. The bargain for less store. Packaging for less. So this beautiful young lady here. All the town square. There's nothing much here though. Nothing much to shout about. There's a little town square, but still, there's nothing much to shout about.
Let's go respect for giant mothers. And I play one with the giant mothers from here.
Street beach down here. This is the Dutch spot bar. This way back to the Alexandra Secondary School. As I said before, this was the old road to Speightstown before the front road, which is the KNR Husbands Highway. That's the Church of God in Speightstown. The Alexandra School, which is one of Barbados' top and all the secondary schools. So the buses and all used to come through here before they had the front road built. The buses and all used to come through here. Buses that travel into the north of the island used to come through here. Now reaching the Alexandra Secondary School. This way will take you back out of Speightstown, via road view, and so on. This is the Alexandra Secondary School here, one of Barbados' top and older secondary schools. To be quite honest, I'm not sure what year it's built, what year it was built, but this is the old Speightstown road. I'm not sure what year the Alexandra School was built, but this is one of the top schools in Barbados. Here. Church of God in Speightstown. I just mentioned that before, so I don't think I have to mention that again. But anyway, this is the Pizza Man Doc restaurant. Pizza Man Doc, the guy who owns Pizza Man Doc is also from the north in St. Peter as well. From this area, this parish. By the way, I'm in the north of the island. It says here, Pizza Man Doc Restaurant, West Coast, Speightstown. Was officially reopened by Senator, the Honorable Lynette Eastman, Minister of Commerce, Consumer Affairs and Business Development on Friday, June 30th, 2006. When I was very young, the guy from Pizza Man Doc used to drive around with his Subaru car. The guy from Pizza Man Doc used to drive around with his Subaru car, selling dollar bites. Car number was E522, that was in the 90s. One of those all-time Subarus, smart E522. He used to drive through Barbados, all over Barbados, selling dollar bites. And then eventually he got his restaurant. He got a restaurant. So this is the back of Jordan Supermarket, where Elmer's Supermarket was. Elmer's used to be here. Oh, Speightstown. This is the Queen Street Beach here. The back of Jordan Supermarket, where Elmer's used to be. Elmer's Supermarket used to be up here. Here's the road. That was before my time though. All Queen Street Beach, looking back in a northerly direction towards the Esplanade. Yeah, we had a for shortly at the jetty. So back to Jordan Supermarket. Jordan Supermarket. Opening hours here.
David, clean this down with 9 plates for Tuesday. Today's Sunday.
Back at the Speightstown Town Centre. Back at Queen Street. So Speightstown is a quaint little town, as I said before, to the northwestern side of the island. St. Peter is a northern parish, but the people will say that this is west because it is bordering with St. James. So when I say bordering with St. James, I mean it is close to St. James. 10 minutes away from St. James, 10 to 5 to 10 minutes from St. James if you are driving. Back at the Archers Hall Design Center. Here again. Arlington House Museum and Historic Properties. Public Bank. Speightstown. So, back to Chapel Street, you see the St. Peter's Post Office behind here. Queen Street. And then back to Queen Street. Caesar's Boutique here. It still gives privileges to window shoppers. This is the Quartz Appliance and Furniture Store. I thought that Quartz was supposed to be closing at the ending of March. This Quartz store is no close. Yes, it is closed. Quartz is no close. This Quartz store is no close. I thought it was still open, but it closed.
Alright.
So Quartz is no close. So they know that they were supposed to be moving into the W Plaza at Welch's, St. Thomas. Vertical splash. Bank first Caribbean. And the Just Chilling bar here. Old Noah Roach Pharmacy used to be here. Here in Speightstown. Oh, the Cost of Money store was here. The Bristol Beach bar over here. Oh, the Cost of Money appliance and furniture store. All the Costa Manning appliance and furniture store used to be here until 2009 when they closed down. Costa Manning used to specialize in whirlpool, carbonator, and Frigidaire appliances. Fisherman's Pub, upcoming Fisherman's Pub restaurant, which is run by a guy named Clement Armstrong. Fisherman's Pub restaurant. Fisherman's Pub, established in 1936. Clement Armstrong took after his father. Clement Armstrong took after his father, so he's now running the business. The old salt pond over here. Looking back to the Kate and her husband's holiday. History of Speightstown from 1603 to 2003. All here in Speightstown. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. See the beach here. The jetty. Not just the beach, the jetty. So let me get down to this jetty fast. This fish market here in Speightstown, fish market. Fish market.
You know, just like a crocodile. All the meat in the crocodile is in the tail.
This is
Yeah, man.
here.
So he told me.
Going back on the jetty. Speightstown jetty. All the Speightstown beach here. fisherman's pub and so. So again, Speightstown was once referred to as Little Bristol. So as I said before, this jetty was once a board flooring, but sadly in 2012 some of the boards started to fall out. So they had to close it to pedestrians. So that's why it was closed. And then it was reopened in 2020 as a concrete flooring. Better and wider than it was before. Here you get a good view over to the parish house. And you see which is the northernmost parish in Barbados. You can see our back cement plant and so on. Here. To do fishing and so up here. To see the tower for St. Peter Parish Church. No. At the back. Through Speightstown. Speightstown, as I said before, is in the countryside, in the parish of St. Peter. That's what it's going to be referred to as a rural town. Speightstown can be referred to as a rural town. This is the Esplanade here.
I build houses and stuff. Yeah,
Going through Queen Street.
Huh?
This is Church Street now. The name Church Street came about because of St. Peter's Parish Church here. This is the former Wally's clothing store. Wally's was here for many years, up until late 2016 or very early 2017 when they moved out. Then S.Y. Adams took the opportunity to move in to where the Wally's store was. So St. Peter's Parish Church was built in 1837, destroyed by a fire, partially destroyed by the fire, 21st of April 1980, and rebuilt and rededicated in 1983. This is Eddie's Trading store here, Eddie's Trading. all these stores here belong to the same Eddie's. Referred to as Eddie's because of his surname, Edwards. This is the Eddie's supermarket here. Eddie's. All Church Street in Speightstown. So the guy bore the name Eddie's because of Edwards. His last name is Edwards. So all these businesses here belong to Edwards. From Basketball, St. Peter. St. Peter's Parish Church, known as the Cathedral of the North. Back to Eddie's again. Back to Church Street. We'll go to St. Peter's Churchyard again. I don't know if I'll be able to go inside, but Speightstown. This is the church gate. So this is the church cemetery here. St. Peter's Parish Church, dates back to 1837. Destroyed by fire in 1980 and rebuilt and rededicated in 1980. This church has a very small cemetery. Nothing big nor elaborate. It is a very, very small cemetery. The grave of Eric Horton Challoner and Idalia Athelma Challoner. And this is the grave of the founder of the Barbados Cancer Society, Dorothy Cup Johnson, and her husband Peter Johnson. Dorothy Cup Johnson, founder of the Barbados Cancer Society, headmistress of the St. Winifred School, beloved mother and grandmother, true sister and friend. Now with gladness, now with courage, bear the burden on thee laid, that hereafter these thy labours with endless gifts be paid. So St. Peter's Parish Church here in Speightstown. St. Peter. I don't want to disturb if they have something going on. I may just take a look through the back door. You see all the graves here. Very seldom that people bury here now at St. Peter. St. Peter's Parish Church is an Anglican church. Very seldom that people get buried here at St. Peter's Parish Church. Evening. The church bell is over here. I will not be able to go inside the church because they are practicing. St. Peter's church bell. See the bell here? Big bell, which was originally in the tower here. But after the fire, when the church was rebuilt and rededicated, they placed the bell in here. St. Peter's Church and Episcopal. This is all the church cemetery here. The churchyard. As I said before, people don't get buried here anymore. Saints. For a while now, it will have to be a boy grave or a family grave for persons to get buried here at St. Peter. The church bell here. Inside the church from St. Peter. I don't want to disturb them, so that's why I will not go in the church tonight. Not today, 'cause I haven't been in the church for the first two vlogs I made. Back to the Esplanade in Speightstown. Now on to Orange Street. Esplanade, which has a painting here. You can't really see it though because outside it's dark. A painting depicting Speightstown. The Happiness Cafe and Event Hub. And the PRC Bakery. PRC Bakery. Paris Academy. The principal there. This is where the bus stand used to be before it was placed in its present location. The Coast Restaurant and Deli. Straight ahead is Sand Street. I will not be going back to there now. Paris Academy, which was Paris Secondary School. Supposed to be a school for slow learners, which will be considered as children that are not so bright. Speightstown Resort Center here. Children who are not so bright would used to attend school here. Paris School was opened in between 1995 and 1996. Then it was closed in 2017 because no one passed with the school when they said the common entrance exam, so they closed it down. But then it was later reopened in February 2025, which is just about 2 months ago. My aunt is the new principal. She was a teacher here when the school first opened. An IT teacher, information technology teacher. But then when the school closed, she was later placed in another position in the Ministry of Education. But now she is back at her institution. You see St. Peter's Parish Church here and the old St. Peter's Girls School next door. When I mentioned St. Peter's Girls School, this one building here next to the Parish School and St. Peter's Parish Church. This is the police station here, District E. District E police station was originally in Station Hill, St. Peter, but then later on in life they decided to bring it down here in Speightstown. District E police station. The police station yard. So I showed you guys this lovely town, this quaint little country town. This is Barbados' fourth town and second largest town after Bridgetown. Bridgetown, which is our country's capital. Speightstown is 14 miles away from Bridgetown. This is the bus terminal here, the bus terminal in Speightstown. Speightstown bus terminal, which opened here in 1990. The bus stand was back down by where the Paris School is. If I haven't mentioned that before, I might leave out some things. The bus stand was down there by where the Paris School is. Then it moved here in 1990. Speightstown. The buses set off the passengers. Speightstown bus down here. Yeah, this is the rail bus. The bus I'm looking to catch now.